As of 2017, 2018, 42.4% of the United States was obese. With fast food chains and junk food being on the rise and making profits from these young teenagers and younger adults, it's no wonder why America as a whole is getting fatter these days. Also, with fruits and vegetables being more pricey, we're averaging around $2.50 per pound, and just an 8-ounce bag of chips costing approximately $2. It's no wonder why Americans go to the cheaper option. With money being a little bit of a binge these days. Although, an 8-ounce bag of chips is carrying a hefty 1,230 calories. To get that amount of calories from fruit, you need to eat 2 small apples, 105 calories, 6 whole apricots, 101 calories, a medium banana, 105 calories, 100 blackberries, 93 calories, 125 blueberries, 97 calories, 3 whole clementines, 104 calories, 1 1/4 grapefruit, 95 calories, a mango, 101 calories, 2.5 peaches, 96 calories, 3 plums, 91 calories, 25 strawberries, which is 96 calories, 155 raspberries, which is 150 calories, and 2 tangerines, which is 100 calories. As fellow Americans, we should come to care more about each other's diets. Our diets as a whole have become lackluster and quite garbage. We, as Americans, should also start to encourage each other to eat better and more healthful foods. Not just for us, but our future innovators, presidents, doctors, first responders, athletes, and teachers. It seems like we should help our future children and future citizens of the United States of America not spend their time on obesity-related diseases such as heart disease, stroke, high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, gallbladder disease, rheumatoid arthritis, and gout. 4 years ago, I was diagnosed with obesity. I was 256 pounds, and I was 5'7", very short, and thus say I was very fat. Going into my freshman year, I wanted to look better. So I started to cut out the sugars, the artificial sugars, and started to eat healthier using fruits and vegetables and protein. I ended up cutting from, I was 5'7", 256 pounds, to 5'7", 223 pounds. At the end of my freshman wrestling season, I was still 5'7", but then I weighed about 183 pounds. That is a big difference from 256 pounds to 183 pounds. That big increase since then, I've not weighed more than 212 pounds. Me weighing right now, I am about 205 pounds, being about 6 foot. I would not have been able to lose the weight without cutting out the junk food and the fast food from my normal day life. Americans should quit eating junk food. Today, I will cover why Americans should stop eating junk food, how to get rid of junk food inside your house, and why you will lose weight and become stronger, better American just by cutting out junk food. Now, why should you stop eating this junk? The only thing junk food provides is high sugar content and high sodium content, which includes your salts. This can lead to specific diseases, which contain, but it's not limited to, heart disease, rheumatoid arthritis, high blood pressure, and obesity. These physical disabilities can lead to breathing problems, such as sleep apnea, snoring, and just difficulty breathing in general. With all that weight on your chest, I don't blame you. And you can become extremely disabled just by eating junk food. Some cases, just from eating junk food, can no longer walk anymore. Junk food, in definition, is an unhealthful food that contains high calories from sugar or fat with little to none dietary fiber, protein, or vitamins. With a high caloric intake, it just stores inside your body, containing as fat. Fat is normally used to store calories inside your body for long periods of time to either keep you warm or just in case you don't eat a little bit. Well, now we can access to our local grocery store and get us whatever we need. That means the fat cells are no longer needed to just sit there and store. Which now, since we can have junk food, which just makes you more fat, can lead from higher calories, can lead to obesity. With all these health negatives, let's look at a positive and see how we can solve this solution in America. It is extremely easy to avoid purchasing junk food. Step 1, don't go down that section. You can see stores have specific aisles for junk food, chips, and other non-necessary foods. Step 2, don't grab it. If you walk by that food, you don't need to grab it. You can just keep walking. Step 3, try to create a mindset in your brain that you do not want the food. That will help you to try to get rid of those hunger cravings that everyone gets once in a while. Not buying food that is bad for you sounds easy enough, but you don't need that food in your body. So why should you buy it? Now let's visualize ourselves and our society as Americans if we did not eat fast food. I think we would look better. And it is kind of a known fact that if we cut out the junk food, we will end up looking better, feeling better, and sleeping better from the lack of artificial sugars. And also, we could also teach our young children how to be healthful by just cutting out junk food and not eating junk food. And it would be extremely wise to teach our children while they're young not to eat unnecessary foods. Just knowing that you and I can single-handedly help out with the future of the obesity epidemic by not being a contributor should be good enough for you to stand by. As Americans, we need to help out with our young children to be physically fit, to help fight and combat these epidemics such as the COVID-19, such as the flu epidemic that has been happening and spontaneously spreading throughout America. In conclusion, Americans should stop eating junk food. Junk food can cause damage to your body, which can be easily avoided. It is a great role model to teach your kids not to eat junk food. Today, I'm going to ask you to show your hands. I'm going to ask you if you raise your hands that you will stop feeding your kids junk food, you stop feeding yourself junk food, as health contributors for our children and our grandchildren to be born on American soil, where we need to assist them for healthy eating. For us and our families, we can unite together on this war against junk food.